We begin with Democrat and Republican senators announcing they have reached a deal on an infrastructure plan. A vote to open debate on the bipartisan deal could come as soon as tonight. ABC News Deputy Political Director Avery Harper joins us now for more on that. Avery, thanks for being here. We saw this vote fail last week. So what's different about the deal this time around?
Well, the difference is that the negotiators say that they have come to an agreement. The fact is that there are Republicans who felt as though the process was rushed. They wanted to see the finalized language of this plan before they voted to advance it up for debate. Now, we haven't seen the finalized language of that bill, but we're hoping to be able to see it a little later on today. We know that they are expecting to vote on it later on this evening. We do know, sources tell ABC News, that the new spending has been decreased from $579 billion to about $550 billion, but we're still waiting to see what that all entails. We heard the president earlier today say that he's confident about where this is going, and we heard him go beyond that in his remarks. He actually was still selling that Democratic budget reconciliation plan. That's that larger plan that includes a lot of social priorities, things like Medicare, things like education, climate change is included in a lot of that plan, and that's where we're going to see the real battle, because we don't know what's going to happen in the House. We know that Nancy Pelosi has said she's not going to put that bipartisan plan up for a vote unless that Democratic budget reconciliation plan is passed in the Senate. So we're still waiting to see what happens to the rest of the larger Democratic plan.
So, Avery, is there a read on when we could see a final vote on this hard infrastructure bill?
So we're thinking that that's going to come tonight, is when they're going to vote that procedural vote for the bipartisan infrastructure plan. We still have a little ways to go in terms of that final plan being voted on and passed in the Senate and then moving over to the House, but we're still waiting to see what happens. All
right. And meanwhile, a reinstated mask mandate in the House is sparking some sharp words in Washington, you could say. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy blasted the mandate, saying it's not based on science. Speaker Nancy Pelosi then responded by calling him a moron. And now McCarthy's firing back, asking why the House needs a mask mandate if the Senate doesn't have one, and if the CDC says vaccinated people only need to wear a mask in hotspots. So what's the explanation behind the decision?
Well, this is all based on what the doctor in the House of Representatives has advised Nancy Pelosi. Now, we do know that there are folks who are vaccinated who are up on the Hill. There's staffers, lawmakers who right now today are wearing masks without any issue. The fact is that there is still this pushback from the right. What we've seen is the politicization of masks in the very beginning of this pandemic. And so now we're seeing a little bit of round two. What is going to happen? Not sure what's going to happen on the Hill as it relates to that mask mandate, but we do know that the House is asking for folks to wear masks indoors. Whether they're going to have to wear masks while they're speaking on the floor, that remains to be seen. But we do know that in the House there's going to be a mask mandate for those who are vaccinated and unvaccinated.
And we're learning now that House Republicans are meeting with the attending physician of Congress at around 3 p.m. So they're having that meeting right now. We're, of course, going to listen to see what comes of that. But the political fight is likely to get even hotter this week, as sources tell ABC News that President Biden is now expected to announce that federal employees will need to be vaccinated or they'll need to follow strict COVID protocols. What do we know about that right now?
Well, we know that the president is going to ask that all federal employees and contractors wear masks indoors or be subjected to a rigorous testing schedule to ensure that folks don't get sick. The fact is that the Delta variant is spreading throughout the nation, and in places like D.C., the spread is not the highest. It's not considered one of the high areas that the CDC has outlined, but we want to all prevent it from getting to that point. So there's going to be that announcement soon. But the fact is that there are going to be folks who are going to push back, just like we're seeing in the House, just like we're seeing across the country, quite frankly, folks who do not want to wear masks. There's definitely going to be a clash there on that.
All right, ABC News Deputy Political Director Avery Harper. We appreciate it as always, Avery. Thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.